Good day to you all! Well, it is also a good day to you lot because it is midday in game. See what I did there? Yeah. So, you had a short rest after the wizard's house that was horrible, and in which you discovered some items, a spell book, a couple of bugbears who are now your buddies, who are hanging out with you and eating the food that Halbin had prepared, and your Knoll friends from the previous episode have returned to scouting. So you and these bugbears are now outside the wizard's house in the Vale of Harvestshield Mountain, which, as before, is still sulfuric in nature, the ground poisoned, and the vibe of this whole space being very post-apocalyptic, as previously described. What are you all doing in the process of your short rest, at the end of your short rest, as we start to think about moving on?
I think
Halbinus is probably... I think Halbinus is probably judging the bugbear's table manners, but beyond that, not much.
I will roll for table manners.
Oh, yes. Please do.
Good.
Can I assist the bugbears with their table manners by just assisting them with, if Halbinet's provide a series of cutlery with the create food and water, can I just kind of point out which one is for which?
Oh my god.
Or like
the Titanic scene, like,
or
start
like
on the outside, and
you know, be like, oh no, that's lobster. You just break it and eat it out of the thing. That's it.
Right. Anyway, the bugbears seem to be doing a decent job. They've used cutlery before, and they're fine with it.
Can I ask what the bugbears rolled for table manners?
14.
They have better table manners than Coriolis. I just rolled. Coriolis,
and
even with a +7 on performance check, Coriolis has worse table manners than the bugbears.
Amazing.
You're like, these bugbears, the table manners be off. They're going, oh, it's a lovely morning. There's behind you's got your party going, cookie monstering their way through food.
I did say, like, when we started the feast, Thomas would be grabbing like a chicken leg and just munch it.
A chicken leg is something that makes sense to eat with one's hands. I think Coriolis is just getting, like, I don't know, hummus and like
open mouthing hummus into
and then using hand as plate, getting bread and just like scooping. I think that's what Corey's doing.
Somehow that's the most cursed thing we've had so far in this entire stream. Someone's having a handful of hummus and then smearing some bread over the top to get it on the bread.
Shivareth is trying, without you noticing, Corey, to gently prestidigitate the hummus once you've had your hand in it to just remove the germ.
Yeah, I don't think Corey's looking for that. So
without you noticing.
Yeah.
You just Winnie the Pooh'd some hummus. Yeah. That's what you did. You just, unbelievable.
I'll just sort it out and be like, it's all right. The hummus is fine.
The hummus is fine now, everyone. I've saved the hummus.
During this feast, I would like to use my Know Your Enemy ability to watch the bugbears. Particularly the leader. And
what's his name, Nat?
Ganache.
Ganache.
It's Ganark.
It's Ganache.
With a K.
Ganache.
It's Ganache.
Okay. What would you like to know about Ganache?
His intelligence relative to Thomas.
I have no idea what your intelligence score is.
It's a 10.
Slightly smarter.
Interesting.
Can I, when we're nearing the end of the short rest, when I've attuned to my cloak, my new cloak, which I'm wearing, but not with the mask on. Like, I guess the mask is like, because it's attached. Is the mask like on top of my head? Where does it go when I'm not wearing it?
I'm going to say that it's a magical mask that you can.
Cool. That would be very Noman. Shivareth would just like, you know, click her fingers and it be on and off like a light switch. Gonna go. So I looked to Thomas back. Thomas. It's really exciting.
Yeah.
Well, first I fixed the hummus, so it's fine to eat it.
Okay, great.
But preferably use a spoon.
Yeah, it's funny.
One of the bugbears looks at you, or you're just palming hummus, and just looks a little bit like.
So Don't worry. I'll fix it again. I'll just prestidigitate the hummus again.
No, they're too polite to say.
Right.
They're too polite to say anything. They're just looking at all, and there's the faintest little.
I'll just prestidigitate the hummus again, and then I'll get some out with a spoon to just prove that I can do that.
One of the bugbears seeing you do this goes.
Very well.
And it's really exciting. So, in combat, when that time I made you really fast,
Yes.
and I haven't done it again because, I quite like to just kill things.
Okay.
Well, now, in combat, I can do both.
Oh,
Only once
nice.
a day, but still, it's exciting.
That is
Let's
cool.
do that more often.
When you have to be wearing the mask for that.
Well, I would wear the mask in combat anyway because I don't want to have a scarred face.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against scars on faces. It just seems safety conscious
Sure.
to have a
Nolan's
mask.
just like sat next to you this entire time looking at you.
It just seems safety conscious to put a mask over your face because then if anyone's going to try and attack your face, it's protected.
Put
You know?
the shovel down.
I mean, it would still, it would still look alright with a scar, but well, you know what I mean. But
I
if
think
you
I'd
feel
look-
better with the mask, then
I think I look pretty cool with a scar because then I look, hard. Says Shivara, who would not look hard with a scar. But I thought it's just I don't know. I just thought given that I sort of stand at the back and I'm more likely to be hit by things flying, they might go in my eye.
Sure.
I don't know. I kind of thought it might make more sense. And sometimes when I'm demolishing buildings, I don't want the dust to go everywhere and like bits of rubble.
right.
So I don't know. I just thought a mask made sense.
no, that's fair. But you're not going to wear it all the time, right?
No, I was only planning on wearing it in combat. Do you want me to wear it all the time?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweet baby angel.
Nolan's face is like utter confusion. Just sat witnessing this conversation like,
No. What? What?
Can I turn to Nolan and just be like, have you ever had a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a they friend? Have you had a partner ever?
yeah. Sometimes a few at the same time.
Eyes widen. Corey did not realise this was an option.
Doesn't work out. But very, 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 very hard to manage. I would say stick with one is my advice. But works for some people. But yeah, I'm single. Yeah. It just goes back to Ian.
I mean, I could wear it occasionally if you wanted me.
Oh, no.
I've got the smaller one as well if you like.
No, it's entirely your. I mean, it's your. You wear what you want to wear when you want to wear it.
I mean, I like having a cloak again. I feel like there was something missing without the cloak. It was really.
Sure. I thought it would be a shame if you wore it all the time.
I nudge Nolan and again just be like, is this what relationships are like?
It really just depends on the people. Like, I don't even really think. I don't really know what's going on here. I'll be completely honest with you.
Can I think this might be the first time that any of us have done this. Roll an insight
Yeah, insight would be the.
On
see-
whose?
on the situation to see if this is kind of an official thing or just an awkward thing.
What's the difference?
Why not both?
Well, it could be both. I mean, is it official?
Do you want to know if one of them thinks it's official?
Do either of them know?
I think given that Thomas is the one being more flattering in this conversation, it will be Thomas that I'm rolling on.
You want to know how Thomas feels about Shavarth?
Yes.
Please roll the dice.
That's a 21.
Wow.
Nat, you are welcome to roll deception if you don't want. No, if you're trying to hide this.
That was a 0.
Corey reads you like a book. It's on the first page.
Yeah, but to be honest, I feel like there needs to be chapter and verse.
I mean, I theoretically could re-roll that because that was a nat 1, but I don't think it's
That's pretty clear.
Yeah, Thomas is very into chivalrous, but he doesn't think there's a thing. He doesn't know if there's a thing. I don't know.
I would say the poor boy doesn't know what to do, does he?
Oh, wow. Well,
Help, Corey, help!
it seems to Corey that the logical conclusion
Sorry.
is that in order to see what a relationship is like, Corey needs to make sure they're in a relationship so that she can observe it.
Oh,
Corey
this is all
I would
very
say
scientific.
This happened.
Okay.
Okay. So silently resolved.
I would say that this is. If Corey doesn't know what a relationship is like, then maybe this is different. I would say Thomas has had relationships before.
Oh.
This is not a first thing, but he doesn't know where things stand with Chivalrith formally. Nothing has formally happened yet.
Okay.
But there's emotions.
No one's parents have been corresponded with.
The chaperone has not been abandoned. This is awkward. Excellent. Okay.
Sorry, that was so good.
What's Hal doing while this is all happening?
To be honest, musing on their own forbidden fruit, I suppose. That is a thing that I remember from the last episode.
Oh yeah. You and Larry definitely history.
Hal has been corresponding with the parents.
Oh, certainly. Well, I don't know if they even exist, to be honest, but yes.
Hal was the chaperone.
Oh, yes. Right up until the... Oh, yes.
Oh, God. Okay, good.
Can I ask a question of Ganesh?
Yep.
What flavour are they? No.
Hey,
Yo.
so the Citadel, exactly how far away from here is it?
Well, I mean, it's right there. You can see it. And he will point up the hill. And you are on a slow rising hill, and above you is the mountain. If you look carefully, what is your passive perception, Chivalrith?
14?
Massive, isn't it?
Okay. What's everyone else's passive perception?
17.
Not that high.
11.
17?
Now it's like 21, isn't it?
19.
No, it's
Nine-
Barda was like 20 something.
Yeah, that was
11.
impressive.
11. Yeah, Chivalrith, you can't see this, but if either Hal or Nelmlin are listening in on the conversation, they can point out to you. Part of the mountain, if you look very, very carefully, has what looks like a stone castle that has been whittled out of it, that is the mountain, effectively. Ed, what on earth are you doing? I'm
Sorry.
very confused.
I was trying to roleplay what Niall was doing as well, and it got slightly too into it. It worked.
Okay. So yes,
How far away is it?
like a day.
Oh, okay.
A lot of fun.
So
Yeah, it's quite a long way into the mountains, and we were going to go do that thing on the way. You said you'd help out. It's something we were supposed to do, but we kind of need some support.
Oh,
and
where's the thing? Can you
there's a
point that out?
tower on the way that's part of the old... like, the Citadel used to spread out a lot further.
Uh-huh.
And there are, like, guard towers, and one of them has, like, a family in it who said they'd help us, and then they stopped helping us, and yeah, we want to get help from them again.
Could you point that out to me?
I can't see that one. It's behind that ridge.
How far behind that ridge?
Like a good, I don't know, a couple 100 feet.
How far? Would that be too far for the Arcane Eye to travel through?
What is the range on the Arcane Eye?
The Arcane Eye is up for an hour, and it can travel 30 feet per action, so that's
every 6 seconds.
Once every 6
That means it can
seconds.
travel 300 feet a minute. So for an hour, that's 300 times 60.
1,800.
18,000, thank you, Ed.
Sorry. Mr. Zero.
18,000 feet is 5.4864 kilometers. Yeah, I'd say so. Sorry, I've read to kilometers because I'm German. In miles, that is 3.41 miles.
Well, what I'll do is why don't we walk there, and then when we get nearer, I will just take a look inside before we go in.
Why would you take a look inside? We know what's in there.
But are you sure you know what's in there?
Yeah, it's a family of chimera who are helping us.
How long ago was that?
Like a couple of weeks ago, they got really annoyed about the lack of food, and then one of them said, "Oh, well, your food," and we were like, "Hey, like, that's not cool." And so we told them that we weren't food, kind of forcefully, you know, and then we killed one of them, and they killed some of ours, and now it's kind of a standoff. And Moroyet said, like, "How did you screw this up? Go and fix it."
I don't need to look inside, but I could look inside, then we'd know what was inside.
Okay.
They might have moved on by this point. It would be good to know if we're going to be walking that long to get there. It'd be good to know in advance.
I mean, Hellfire is the kind of chimera that's like, "This is my land" kind of guy, so, you know.
Wait, are you telling me that their name is Hellfire, and you want us to go and convince them to come back to the cause with no food?
Hey, it wasn't
Hell can
Hellfire.
make food.
It wasn't Hellfire, it was Hellfire.
Hellfire.
Yeah.
Right. I feel so much more enthused.
Well, you see, this is what I was thinking, because you helped with those, like, monsters in there, and if they're like, "No, we still hate you and we're really hungry," rah, then you can, like, you know, take them down.
Or make them food.
I wouldn't need a chimera if I were you. That's
No, not make that. Okay.
Make food for them.
Make food for them.
yo, maybe they'd go for that.
You got another set of food in your house?
Yes, I think so.
All right, well, I guess we start walking.
The way you said it was very much I look forward to regurgitating it later.
So good. I'll try it again. Wow.
Yeah, have a feast.
The twiglets are excellent.
Before we leave, can I check out of the feast? Were there any? I'm assuming there might have been some stoned fruits, like a plum or an apple with seeds or something like that.
I didn't. There was this kiwi that was so stoned. No, there's.
Yeah.
Ed, it's your feast. Were there stoned fruit?
Yes. Peaches.
Peaches. Nat.
Peaches.
There were peaches.
Stoned peaches.
Peachy. I will.
Peachy. Called.
Yeah, Thomas will make sure to grab a couple of the spent peach stones before we head off.
Oh, no, I thought you were... Sorry. What I just cannoned was that they were stoned fruit, as in, like, they had been de-stoned. I thought that's what you were asking.
Oh, no. I was asking if there was fruit that... would
Okay,
have stones
I'm
in
sorry.
it.
No, just to make sure we're all on the same page here. Stoned fruit are fruits that have stones in the middle of them. That is what that means. So a stoned fruit still has the stone in the middle of it, so when you eat the fruit, the stone is still there.
Right, no, I understand
thought-
that.
If it's a de-stoned fruit, it says hold on.
De-stoned fruit would have the stone taken out of it.
Yes,
Yes.
but what would it say on the packet when you were buying it in Sainsbury's? Other supermarkets are available.
De-stoned.
De-stoned.
My whole
De-stoned
life
cherries.
has been a lie.
Hal, just say there are some whole peaches on your table, please.
There are some whole peaches. No,
Right.
in fact, it's not going to be peaches now. It's apricots. There, you said that.
Perfect.
Sure.
Well, apricots are less funny.
No, the peaches are de-stoned, the apricots are stoned. They're still peaches.
Exactly.
They're just to call me by your name.
I just want a couple of stones.
They have to be fruit stones. I can do you other ones.
Pick up
Any
a pebble
kind of
from
seed.
the floor.
I
lump
will,
of nougat.
I'll pick up a particularly suggestive peach.
which doesn't have a stone in it.
Correct.
But there are some
Definitely not.
apricots if you want them, Thomas.
Right.
You've got them now.
I've got them.
I hope this was worth it.
Plenty of plums, then too.
I will pick up the suggestive peach, take a glance at Thomas, and then bite into it.
I think Thomas is collecting the stones and is like,
So the way to look now.
and then he's
Yeah.
going to walk off round the corner of the house and try and find a bit, like, because we're slightly uphill, right? So there is
Slow incline.
a vista.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is going to sort of look over the view and kind of go, I don't really do this bit. Dad usually does this bit, but something's happened here and we're going to try and help, right? And he's going to plant the stones.
Oh.
Roll me a nature check.
Oh. 7.
Okay. You sort of fossick around and sort of...
What are you doing?
Was that in character or out of character?
In character.
Okay. Oh, well, I figure this is Shantae's citadel, and it's been defiled. So, if we're going to be trying to fix it, I thought I'd let her know. I don't know. I don't really commune with Shantae, to be honest. We have a little shrine in the village, but I don't know. It felt like the right thing to do.
Seems nice. If you're going to plant them, though, you probably want to move them slightly further away from the tree, because otherwise the tree would take all the water. Just like half a metre away.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Again, I don't usually plant them with, like I said, we usually have seeds that we kind of stick on the. Anyway, yeah, sure.
roll your nature check again. You have just been given advantage.
Advantage.
8.
8.
Shivarath Thomas keeps doing exactly what... Actually, you roll a nature check as well. Why not?
Don't know why I didn't just.
Take
20,
nature.
it's a 22.
Thomas is doing it wrong.
Can I just take Thomas's hands in my hands and move? Not
Exactly. That's what's going to happen.
in a way that's as unpatronizing as possible. Just move.
And what? Patronizing, right? Yes.
Roll
sorry.
a charisma check to be unpatronizing.
God. Can it?
Are
Can
you
it-
still mine?
The only charisma thing I'm proficient in is intimidation. I don't want to roll that.
No, it's just a flat charisma check. The DC is lower. 12.
Yeah.
Thomas, as Shivarath takes your hand to move the seeds across, A, you're probably completely flustered anyway, but B, you can tell that she is trying not to on your cool idea. She is trying to be assistant and helpful and working with you, not making fun of you.
I think at this moment, just due to the fact that Nolan's got such a high passive, Nolan just sees all this, turns to Corey, nudges her, and says, "Give it a week."
Amazing.
Are we supposed to say something
I already said it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if there's anything formal. I
Seems
just
like
figured if she's listening, maybe she would have heard it.
a nice god.
As previously established, Chontea likes to, bless people with fertility.
In fields, didn't we have that chat?
We did have that chat, didn't we?
Yeah, ha.
It's not a field.
It's not a field.
It's a hill.
It's a hill.
All the bets are on us.
There is
Exactly.
there is no wheat here.
Okay. As you both do this, it's midday. The weather in the valley has always been a little bit it's pleasant, It's not. It's often a bit too warm and a bit too muggy, thanks to the ground heat of the sulfur and everything else, and the smell's not very nice. But just for a moment, it feels a bit more temperate and pleasant.
Maybe if we can get rid of that dragon, something will change.
Hopefully so. It seems like this was a nice area beforehand.
You both have a +1 to AC and saving throws for the next hour.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, Shantaya.
Yeah.
Shantae's not very happy about the way that things are going in this valley, not gonna lie. Shantae's there going, damn divine gate, piece of want to sort out the valley. Oh. Keeps telling local people, go and save the valley, and they go, where? And she goes, oh, why are all of my devotees farmers?
That's what happened.
Not all of Shantae's devotees are farmers.
Nah, shepherds are all busy right now. Good. Right, if you head back.
So, isn't it Ganesh?
Yep.
What are your mates called?
Before the stream, the players tried to convince me that Ganark, who they've dubbed Ganache as friends, should be called something like Nutty and Chocolate. And they're not called that.
There were other suggestions, but they're not suitable for streams. So.
Yeah.
Well, this one's Gurk. Yo. In the back. And over there, that's Pawn.
Horn.
Pawn. P-O-N. Hey.
Oh, right, fine.
Gurk like yogurt.
Awesome.
Incredible.
I was just going to say, I think I remember that Alvin did learn something. He learned about an American high five.
learned.
That was terribly vulgar.
They learned.
Apart from
They-
Learned about American High Five, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, you three, you go around. How many more groups are there going around as well as you? You obviously there were more of you before the chimera.
Yeah, there's like, I don't know, depending on the day, like 4 or 5 in the valley at any time. But there can be like, if everyone came out, it'd be like, I don't know, 20.
Shall we walk and talk?
I thought we had just started walking and talking,
Oh,
but
okay.
So there's only 20 of you scouting, or there's only 20 of you.
no, 20 groups.
Oh. Okay. And how many to a group?
5 to 10, depending on the group. They're mostly like old tribal bonds that came together to join the Legion.
So how many in the Legion in total do you reckon?
Couple of 100. Because there's the hobgoblins as well. There's all the goblins and kobolds who are doing like the main like masonry lifting work and stuff.
Yeah. Kidnapping villages, all that stuff. Yeah.
How close?
Hey, whoa, hey now. We haven't done any of that in a long time, and that's not what the Legion's about.
Oh no, cool. No, we
Uh-huh.
we remember back before, that's what we would do, right?
When you say in a long time, how long is a long time? Like a day? 2 days?
Since what? We're long to. What's the context?
How long was it before we were like outside Waterdeep?
Because they literally kidnapped some people when we started this campaign, Chris.
But it sounds like that's not the same party.
Well, Merolia's not said don't do it, but kind of like it's not helpful,
Uh-huh.
And if we're all doing jobs and everyone who's here has a job to do, then we just work here.
And Moriet seems like they just want to live peacefully, right?
I mean, they've got big plans. I don't know about everything. I'm not like, inner circle,
Yeah. Well, who is? All right.
Most of the hobgoblins,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just can't remember any of their names. Do you?
How close to each other do they stand in general? Just for reference.
Jen.
Do they have little councils where they all stand in a little group?
Like a 40-foot sphere.
Rolling an intelligence check on that question.
I just really like seeing groups of people, you know, coming together. It just really floats my boat.
I mean, they're hobgoblins. They're quite, like, precise. You know, they've been trained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of their formations?
Yeah, like they'd have different ones depending on the situation.
Oh, fascinating. Would you be willing to, like, describe them to us? I love the art of war.
Sure, they do one where it's like a sort of wedge, and they do one that's like a flat square. And he starts describing a lot of different, like, classic military formations that hobgoblins all learn, and clearly this legion have been trying to teach to the others, and Ganache seems to have taken some of this stuff in. Like, he seems to be quite genuinely interested in the military tactics. Like, we could learn something from this kind of thinking. As you move...